We have seen protectionism on the rise. Now, is that to say that we are facing outright deglobalization, as has occasionally been mentioned? I don't think so. Not deglobalization, but probably a change in the nature of globalization as we have known it. And the changing nature of globalization can have implications for women empowerment, because the rise of global trade has been intricately tied to women's emancipation. We should act in order not only to preserve but to expand the existing achievements won by women's economic empowerment. And we need to ensure that a changing global economy does not introduce new inequalities.
The studies have undoubtedly shown that empowering women is smart economics. It's smart for the family, it is smart for the community, for the country. And women plow so much of their resources back into their family and their community. They educate their children, better, faster. Although we've made some progress, the recent crisis that we've experienced, from the pandemic to the war in Ukraine, with high energy and food prices, with the existential threat of climate change, I think we've been set back.
I think women, particularly since the COVID hit, have been multitasking with limited assistance. They've been overworked and underpaid. They've been pretty strong entrepreneurial, but very poorly financed. So you can see that there is a series of gaps that need to be addressed and need to be redressed. Europe has been a prime example of free movement of goods, capital, people, and has benefited enormously from that free movement of good. We cannot let that go. As President of the European Central Bank, my job is rather limited but critically important, and it is price stability, which means fighting inflation, which has been generated by the energy crisis, instrumented by the terrible war against Ukraine. And sometimes I ask myself, am I really helping? And I know that those that are the prime victims of high inflation are the underprivileged, are the vulnerables, are the lowest paid, are the women. They are the first and prime victims of that situation. So we have to do what we have to do, and we will restore that price stability, and we'll do whatever it takes to do that. I have ultimate faith in each and every one of us. And I have seen many instances, circumstances where one single individual, one single woman, one single man can actually change the map, can change the scene. That, of course, we can improve the situation if we put our mind to it.
Let us not forget that the multilateral trading system has delivered for 75 years. It's helped us keep peace up until now. It's delivered goods. Let's not throw out the baby. Let's not go protectionist. Let's rebuild it. Let's reimagine it so it can be used as a tool to build global resilience. We call it reglobalization at the WTO. Use it to bring in those poor people in rich countries who got left behind. Use it to bring in poor countries who were not part of the first wave of globalization. That's what we would like to see.
New dimension.
Like a whole bunch of education.
So the fact that you had the guts to say that.